I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. For the genie with the snails and the.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Giants. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Check out. 240. That's mine. Mine 50. Here we go,
now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Third and short, McKinnon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. They'll try the air now with Locke. He finds McKinnon, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Go.
Here's Locke. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Locke. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he coughed it up. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Ready, break.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Check, 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 check.
Look at me. Zipper. Hit it.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Team spill. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Second and 9 now. Hunter Henry brings it in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
36.
Topper, topper. Shoot.
Here's McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Second and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 15 line. 15 line. Go.
Second and 11. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
He's going to launch. That's caught inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. We're scoreless after 1. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Ready. Mike is recon, 132 fighter.
I'm here all day.
Ready.
On second down, McCaffrey. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Ready up.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Check 37. Check 37.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Fourth down, so Pat Shurmur trots out the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Hey, team 6, team 6.
On 1st and 10, Love. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
What's tight? Tight ends right. What's tight? Tight ends right. 12.
Now on 2nd and 13. Luck. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards, good for a giant first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Rush in.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, orbit. 5.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Hollister. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, it's Love. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. This is first and goal from about the 8. From the gun, here's Love. Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. Again, Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Ready? 8 read.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Hey, Delta.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Hey, Alpha.
58's the Mike.
Hit it.
Back to throw now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. After the interception, it's Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
It's second down and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
58, boy, 58. Alert. 12. Switch it.
Now Love. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Andy Isabella in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going in.
That's caught inside the 20, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Hey, wahoo!
58's the mic! 58's the mic!
You must be dreaming.
And 58 is the mic!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Monday. Slam. 80 weapons.
Second down, McKinnon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. From the 50, it's Long. This one caught by Isabella. A nice pickup there. 18 yards. First down, Falcons.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Luck now to throw. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Running from the shotgun with Drake. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Second and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Trey Flowers picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
First down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Crawl. 58, come on. Hey, exit.
A shotgun snap for Love. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Marquise Goodwin, 59 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big play ability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 4th down.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Charlie.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I'm here all day. Mike,
Shoot.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
let's go, defense.
And this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now a 1st down throw. Luck. Man open. It's Goodwin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Now it's Love. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
58, Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh, watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift. 12. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Target.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
11. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Check 43.
61, matchbox lights.
Whip. Watch the whip. Chance.
Here's a run with Balaj. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons push further out in front. Turning into a really good performance on the road, week one. You're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense.
And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Luck on first down. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Check out. 140.
I'm trying to collect. Check 52.
Gone right.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Luck. Able to shake him off, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Gerald McCoy. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Luck. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Luck. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. DeForest Buckner drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded at about the 28. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas. It's the Panthers moving back in front in what's been a seesaw affair. A win would be their first of the young season. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Locke. He's got this one complete to Perriman. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, Zoo.
36 to Mike. Army. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. You can't block me.
Go.
Watch 36.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Get him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Get it.
They're going to look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
36 to Mike.
Looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Strip that ball.
Hey, Foxtrot.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this